Okay, so apparently I've seen a YouTube video by Simon Dan and noticed that. Oh, hold on. Let me get into my room. So I noticed that a user that Simon Dan watched, well, he kind of, in my thought, insulted him. I actually am with him. I'm not those flat earthers. In the video that dude watched about if you watch this, you'll become a flat earther. No. Anything he says is just false as hell, okay? It's just stupid. It's just, like, do you have real proof that these things are flat? Because if the earth were to be flat, how would the core work? How would the gravity work with a flat earth? How would anything work for a flat animate object in space? It will probably have no gravity, in my thought. The core would just not even exist, because the things are so small that the core would not even fit so well. It could probably just collapse into itself and become a black hole for all I know. Because something needs a support. Any object in space has to have something to support the planet or sun. And if a thing was compressed down to a flat size, it could either destroy it if it's a planet, turn it into a black hole by any chance, possibly, but who knows. For a sun, probably just supernova. It just becomes a supernova because it just cannot comprehend the small size of itself, so it just explodes into a supernova like that. You cannot just say that something's flat without having a side effect, because something would usually have side effects if it's going to be having an irregular shape that is, well, not like the normal shape of our planet, which is actually round. And also the fact that there's one, I think, gas giant being stretched, but that's because it's just so close to its own sun. That one is just an exception, because it's just too close to its sun. Yeah, it might be irregular in shape, but it doesn't mean that it's just formed that way. It's just because the sun is probably getting too big. But there's so many scientific steps that even I would probably just have to understand. Yet these adults think like, oh, I'm smarter than everyone else in this goddamn world because I know the earth is flat. No, there's always science behind everything. And if you think the earth is actually flat, try space for yourself, kid. Because your mind is literally like a child if you think the earth is actually flat. That's an idiotic thought to even bring in this goddamn world. Okay? Because nothing can be flat without some kind of side effect happening. 2, 3, maybe 4, maybe an infinite amount. Who knows? There's always something that has to support the planet or the sun. Any kind of sun, actually. Even the largest sun that we've known, actually. But if that sun were to be compressed into a flat size, it will probably become a black hole because its size is just too massive. And because it's a size of a pancake, it's definitely going to become a black hole, possibly. To the size of an atom? Of course, instant black hole. But Earth would, like, square Earth, rectangle Earth, which is still the same thing, but just wider. You know. Let's see. or just a normal flat circular Earth, any kind of shape. But if the Earth cannot support its own gravitational pull on sides, then the Earth would just have possibly no gravity, so it would be a no gravity zone. Nothing would be able to live because atmosphere would probably not even exist. And if that were to happen, then how in the heck are we going to survive on Earth that's flat, with no gravity, with no atmosphere? It's a possibility. But our eyes cannot see things in a far distance. But if we go out into the ocean and someone is on the curve, how come we cannot see it? Like the bottom half of the boat, or cruise ship, or carrier, or who knows? That's because the boat is actually curving away from the eye or the lens, no matter what. If you guys just seem like, oh, you're just an idiot. Like, no. The Earth is actually round. Because if anything were to be flat, we would be seeing it till it, like, fades away. I'm not talking about the song Faded. I'm not talking about the song Faded. I'm actually saying, like, going out beyond where it just disappears slowly, like a black hole, if we're in the event horizon. That's just a comparison, not comprehension. Comparison. Because anything that goes beyond our eye will slowly fade away from our view. That's a possibility. Because it's just too small. But if the Earth were to be flat, we would be possibly seeing, what? Landmarks upon landmarks with a telescope. From straight ahead, going, like very, far, in a, like, north, east, southwest, or any other direction. We would probably be seeing landmarks. But, guess what? We can't. Why? The Earth is actually round. Because, well, that's how the world made Earth. Well, our universe, not the world, actually. The universe. That's how the universe made Earth. Because anything with an irregular shape would have no possible way of actually having the atoms work in the cores. Because if the planet were to be flat, the core would probably die out to explode, or just, well, mostly explode, possibly. But, to be honest, with a flat Earth, it's just stupid. But also, if you call someone else, this, to be honest, like, you're calling a YouTuber dumb when he's actually a science person. That's why it's called Man, okay? Because he knows about science. And I'm over here, 14 years of age, knowing science. It's simple. You're all falling a lie if you think the Earth is actually flat. You have to use science, facts, evidence, math. Because mostly everything deals with math. Because without math, how are you going to calculate the size, the width, height, diameter, area, etc. Without math, we wouldn't be able to know where the hell everything is in the star constellations. We wouldn't even know we wouldn't even know what direction to even point it in a mathematical form, or even write it down in a mathematical form, or explain everything in a mathematical term, because everything has to do with math if you have to use evidence. And also get those evidence from science and also study. Also, if you don't study, you're going to be an idiot. To be honest, you will. And you're not going to be able to succeed in life. You might probably be people with degrees. Yeah, you think the earth is actually flat. What in God's name has the world become? The earth is a goddamn round, inanimate object. Because there's so many things that can go wrong with a flat earth. I don't care what you flat earthers think. Because anything can go wrong with a flat, inanimate object. Except for, like, what? An asteroid, because it has no, what? Core? That's probably one of the only things that can actually be flat, possibly. That is just a possibility. Because it's just one thing that can be flat. Because it's just a rock. But it's not something with a core. And if it does have a core, then that'll be a different story. But it doesn't. Anyways, I just want you guys to not be hating on anyone. Just keep the things about hating each other to yourself. Enough of this hate on hate against Earth, flat earthers and round earthers. It's just dumb. Like, stop this fighting. We can argue all you want, but stop being the hate on people, especially on YouTubers that are round earthers. The fact is, nothing can survive on a flat, inanimate object. Because there's always bad side effects, always to come, no matter the condition or circumstances, actually. Sorry, my bad. I'm just kind of bad with grammar sometimes. But, to be honest, it's just annoying how people think like, oh, I'm better than you because you're just too young to even understand. And you think that way, like, seriously, you always think you're better than anyone else in this goddamn world? Have you even looked at people who know what the hell they're doing in the goddamn world in real time, in real life? Because if you think that way, if you know what reality is, good. But if you know reality, but you think the earth is flat, no, the earth is not even flat. In fact, with flat earthers, they're just like, what, possibly 50 to what? I'm not even sure what their numbers are in percentage. But they think that, oh, if we cannot see the base, the things that we can't see is always the base. Like, no. Because something cannot be floating in midair. For now, that is impossible. Not until we have, like, better science to know how to create floating stuff with, like, what? Gravity boosters or what? Something that doesn't rely on fuel, but mainly on electricity. For now, we don't have the technology to make stuff like that. Nor have technology to actually make something that can actually be made for humans to, have a second life. By implanting what? Like their brain and heart in them? Or put it in their core? Who knows? For now, I say, stop with the hate, you flat earthers. I don't care what you guys think. Also, round earthers, you too, stop the hate. It's just, Hate is not going to make it positive, no matter what. If they're going to think that the earth is flat, make them see it in the real, once they're actually dead. Have God teach them the real truth. Because he is like the almighty one that knows anything in the goddamn universe. Because he is technically like the creator of everything. And the God of everyone. Well, in heaven. For all the gods and goddesses. But still. It's just annoying how people think like the earth is always going to be flat no matter the stances. And only the round earthers has no idea what the hell they're talking about. Like, then how do we use science and actually explain actual full-on proof that the earth is actually round? You guys are using false and idiotic quote unquote facts. Your quote unquote facts are actually false. Because they are made up from your head in a false manner. I don't care what you guys think. Anyone picked up a fact that is from their own mind, like, oh, hey, this is actually probably a good reason why the earth is flat. This could probably prove my whole, lining of flat earth and round earth. Like, if you think that way, get your head straight, because if you think the earth is actually... Sorry, hold on. Let me just get up more. Okay. If you guys think that the flat earthers... Well, flat earthers and round earthers are... Actually, I'm sorry. I'm getting off track right now. Okay. For anyone who brings up facts of themselves with their own facts, and you hardly can even prove them from actual science and actual scientists, then I think you need to retake your whole entire school lessons. Because I don't think you actually know the whole story. Because I don't think you actually have the full-on education to know anything in the goddamn universe. And I mean it. And to be honest, it's just kind of stupid. It's just dumb. All the way dumb. Flat earthers, they don't know what the heck they're talking about. Yeah, like, oh, I know what the heck I'm talking about. You don't even know what the hell you're talking about. Like, I don't care if I'm young. I am smart myself. In my own special way. I ain't like you. So get your head straight and actually look in the real world. Actually see a natural ship behind the curve. How will you think about that? Oh, it's just dumb stuff that you guys are putting up with. It's all fake. To be honest, if we have technology that high, it'll probably be alien tech. Yeah, aliens are not real. Not yet. But for now, it's unknown. Aliens are unknown creatures. So, I'm about to get off because my recording is about to end. So, I hope you guys have a good day.